Hey, welcome back to Basin Motorsports. So today I want to do a little bit of real talk, and it's concerning sponsorships. Now, if you're like me, you grew up watching racing on TV. Prior to the internet, you read a lot of magazines, and even moving into digital content, you see a lot of cars with a lot of big stickers on them. A lot of times those are sponsors of the car or the person. And I always attributed that to that person really being cool. So as I've built cars over probably the last decade, a lot of times I have spent a lot of energy looking for sponsors for the car. And until about a year ago, I really put a lot of effort into it. Now, a year ago, I had committed in my mind to building WideFox. I was going to take a car that was just going to be kind of a catalog car and go full tilt on it and go wide body with big tires and everything else. I had a big vision in my mind. So at that point, I went on the hunt for sponsors. I knew to build this car, I was going to have to buy a lot of parts and spend a lot of money to build exactly what I had in my head to turn that or to translate that into a real actual car. So this is kind of how it went. Knock, knock. Company X. I'm going to build a wide-body Mustang that's going to be a legend. In 5 years from now, people are going to look back asking about this car, and your company could be involved since day one. So the response I got back was typically nothing. And so I would build the car, put out 4, 5, 6 videos on YouTube, social media, everywhere else. Come the next month. Company X. I'm building a wide-body Mustang. You really want to be involved in this? And a lot of times, the honest answer was nothing. Or, you're just not big enough. You're just not big enough. You don't have a big enough social media presence. So honestly, not having a big social media presence like I don't, and I don't know that I ever will, it honestly started to affect my mentality. I started to put those numbers honestly against my self-worth. And really, it didn't dawn on me until about 6-8 months ago that it was all about vanity, honestly. The reason I wanted sponsorships was more vanity than actual practicality. I was spending a lot of time to honestly get a discount on parts or maybe some free parts. And really, it's more of discount. So when you look at the monetary value of what I was chasing, I was putting a lot of time to maybe save $100. It just wasn't very smart. So I made a switch about 8 months ago, and it was more in my mentality. I was still going to build WideFox. I was still going to build it my way. And I was still going to buy the parts. Instead of chasing sponsors, I just focused my attention and my time elsewhere. Why chase $100 savings when I could go spend equal amounts of time actually making $100 and have no commitments to a sponsor? I don't have to tag them on social media. I don't have to write articles for them. I don't have to do anything else. So now I guess don't take that as you'll never see a sponsor decal on the car or a banner in the garage where I'm wearing a t-shirt, because I do want partnerships. But the fact of it is, I'm no longer going to chase companies trying to get their attention. I'm just going to do me. I'm going to build my stuff my way. And when it works out that everything works together, they'll join the story somewhere along the way. So I want you guys to stop. And if you have sponsors wanted, you want other stuff, if you're in your social media looking for sponsors, ask yourself why. Why does it matter to have a sponsor for your build? Can you not afford the build without their discount or their parts? Or is it more of a vanity thing, like I was guilty of, and I'm going to admit to? It's probably about vanity. Ask yourself that. So I've opened that up to you guys. I'll leave it out there. Leave it in the comments if you want. if you're searching actively right now for sponsors, why? Why is it you're looking for sponsors? I want to know, because honestly, I'll probably never be big enough to actually have sponsors or big sponsors. But for those that have joined me, I do thank them all the time. That's it. I got to get back to WideFox. I got some sanding and some electrical stuff to do. See you next time.